So what is the information and or message that is really important for those of you who are watching this at this time, coming up right after this? Good afternoon, this is Lucky Links. It is Monday, and I have been, since this whole thing started, taking Monday to give people a moment to consider, ask questions, and really think about what's going on right now, and using the opportunity to be creative, imaginative, and to join with people who have like minds. It occurred to me today that a video I did at the end of the year about, I think it was called The Most Important Questions That You Could Ask at This Time, was and is particularly relevant right now. And I was watching what was coming astrologically at the end of last year, and I did ask those questions for a reason. And a lot of the questions that I asked in the videos last year, and a lot of the things that I spoke about last year and have been speaking about on this station, were for a reason. In Tibetan Bon, we watch, we observe, we look at what's coming, and with that in mind, those observations usually lead to the questions and the topics that I bring up on this channel. So I want you to consider that these questions that I'm asking right now are going to carry through now for the next couple of years, and what we are looking at in Tibetan Bon is a 10-year cycle here, and a very large change happening in humanity. That's really all I want to say about it right now, but I will suggest that the video that I did at the end of the last year, I think it was the most important question you can ask right now. Maybe I'll link it at the end of this video. And there were really important questions that I'm actually watching people struggle with right now, because they're not asking those questions, or they haven't asked those questions, and now they find themselves in a place going, I don't know what to do. It's very important to cultivate curiosity and ask questions that can liberate you from suffering, in my experience. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take a look at, we're going to look at playing cards. We're going to look at an oracle that an animal card thing that I turned into an oracle. This is wild cards. We're going to look at the wild cards. We're going to look at the playing cards. And I got a tarot deck here in case that comes up. Actually, you know what? Something's telling me to use these first. So let me see the message. Let me see how it lays out. I'm not quite sure how. And actually, you know what? Let me consult the Tibetan dice as well, the Tibetan Mall as well. Okay. Something is coming to light. All right, crocodile. Ugh. Lion. This. Ooh. All right. I'm going to leave the hippo on the side. All right, you're going to start to notice some things happening now in individuals as this continues to emerge here. We're going to find the crocodiles. These are going to be individuals who are operating in a place of predatory. They're going to be hiding. They're going to be putting themselves in a position where you're not sure that they're there, and then they're going to spring. So over the next few weeks, I want you to be very cognizant of the fact that some things are going to be sprung that people are not expecting. That's the first thing, okay? And they're going to be very predatory, and some people who are in the position of being the raw chicken are going to be taken completely by surprise. I'm being a little more bold in this video than I have been. I want people to remain calm, and I want people to start to think about how they can work with other people and how they can join with like-minded people. But I'm going to go with what's being presented to me and what the gods are actually suggesting that I do here. So you're going to notice some things are going to come to light here. Okay, and that's what the Tibetan gods were saying. At this time, something's going to come to light. You're going to find several kinds of people emerging, and you're going to be able to see them. If you watch, if you observed, and if you use this as an opportunity to observe really what's going on and understand who you are and why you're here, which is a much bigger question than I think that everyone should be asking. Why are you born at this time in humanity, and what is your role in what is about to happen? You're going to see people they're going to be hiding. They're going to be hiding in the shadows. They're going to spring so fast, and victims will happen, and they won't even know that it happened. Okay, that's the first part. The second, you're going to find those who emerge rather nobly, who wish to defend and wish to protect. These are genuine. These are the genuine people now I'm talking about. I'm not talking about these ones might make it look like they're trying to defend, they're trying to protect, but they're going to be hiding behind something else, and they're going to snap into place. This one is, there are going to be some people who emerge rather nobly and really do want to protect. But what's going to happen is these ones are going to try to make these ones look like they're false, because these ones are waiting to spring. Okay? We got the people who are going to take advantage and be lazy. They're going to lie on their backs. They're not going to do anything, and it's not going to go well for these people. So there are a bunch of people right now who are taking advantage of this opportunity because they do not like where their lives have gone, and they do not have a purpose. They do not have passion, and for them, this is the greatest gift in the world because they don't have to do anything. However, I'm going to tell you that this comes with a huge price, and you will see that. There's the cheetah. These are the mercenaries. These are the guys who are going to be able to spot opportunities. They're not good. They're not bad. They are very powerful, very deadly, and they can work for or against the larger picture. That's all I'm going to say about that. Okay, and then I'm gonna throw the hippo in here, and actually he's suggesting maybe I go with a couple more. Oh, okay. We got the hippo here, who is people who underestimate their own power, and they underestimate how well they can do working with other people. And I'm going to tell you, I don't know if you guys know this, but the hippo is one of the most deadly animals in the world. If you look up animal attacks and ferocious animals, hippos, which seem like they wouldn't be, there's if I remember correctly, there's more hippo attacks than I think people really plan and or think. Okay, so there's a lot more to the hippo than people think. He may look cute, and he may look like he's slow, and he may look like, oh look, he's just, but these guys are deadly. If they want to, they do a very good job at taking humans out and other animals out. So what I'm going to say is there's going to be a bunch of people right now who are going to be confused and not realize their own power and their own ability. And what I'm going to say to those folks is don't underestimate what you got. You might be a lot more powerful than you think. We've got the ermine, which is, I'm just going to say that something's going to emerge that seems rather unusual over the next year and over the next couple of years, that has been absent for a very long time. And it is going to be a connection between heaven and earth that is going to be very interesting to see emerge. And I'm not going to say anything more about that. The baboon, there will be people who are very cleverly using this opportunity to advance their agendas and implement their technology, and that which makes them feel like they are gods and they can last forever, and they are much higher in station than they really are. And they are going to try to use things like technology to let's not say technology. Let's say they'll try to use artificial means to get themselves, because I don't want people to be suspicious of technology or to think tech is evil, but I am going to say that there are misuses of technology and unnatural means that will be employed to make people, to give these particular individuals an edge and make them feel like they are something that they are not. So it's like if you guys remember from the Jungle Book, how who was it? King Louis wanted to be a human. It's exactly this. It's humans wanting to be gods. And then I got one more here, which is the turtle. There was a prophecy actually made in Tibetan Bon thousands of years ago about the reemergence of a turtle being spotted again, and it actually has been spotted. And then the hermit crab, there are going to be those who want to hide, and there will be no hiding. People will have to sort of face themselves, their lives, and the decisions that they have made. And I'm going to stop there. I actually probably could go along with this whole thing. I'm going to stop there for now, because I believe at this stage of the game, these are the things that I think people should watch for and see as they start to emerge. And then I'm going to add a little playing card wisdom to that, because as the gods said, what the gods said is, it is actually the flaming rays of the sun, which has to do with the sun. But I actually said this in the last week's video when the sun came up. The sun makes things come to light. So right now, if you're getting the sun in your divination, I want you to consider the possibility that certain things that have been hidden are now starting to come to light. The second thing is, with this particular divination, do not worry about things that are not important. If you find yourself hung up and worrying about things that are not important, you're gonna find yourself in this position as the raw chicken for the crocodile. Okay? And then I'm gonna add a little more. I'm just going to add a little more flavor to this with the playing cards. By the way, for those of you who are interested, I'm doing an advanced playing card reading starting in April this month. I'm looking for the right astrological day to start it here over the next couple of weeks. So, but if you're interested in taking the advanced playing card class, I got it coming up. Contact me and I'll show you. I'll give you all the details. So then, my advice here with the playing cards and with the spirit of the playing cards. Wishes, 9 of hearts. Uncertainty, 7 of spades. That's an odd. Queen of clubs. Laughter, all right. That's the ace of spades. I'm gonna stop there. In the face of uncertainty and people's uncertain wishes and uncertain actions that are happening in the world, there's just a great deal of uncertainty going on with this 7 of spades, which is actually interfering with, foiling, and corrupting people's wishes. My advice is, I'm going to take these two here, the Queen of Clubs and the 3 of Clubs. It is important to work on maintaining your own vitality, maintaining your positivity, and getting as much laughter in as you possibly can, and recognizing your own authority and your own power. And it does not behoove people to give their power away. I am Lucky Links, as always, wishing you success and good fortune in all that you do. That's the advice and the psychic impressions for this Monday. And today is a fire water day. The lunar influences of today are fire water. That means that whatever you do today, do with love. And it is also a combination for death and endings. So, but I would like to emphasize the side of it. Whatever you do today, make sure that you love it. Spend time with your loved ones. Show appreciation for your loved ones. Do not take your loved ones for granted. And remember, my advice is to cultivate creativity, imagination, and skills that are truly valuable and truly useful, not skills and things and values that other people say, hey, I think we see, it's a very interesting time, because I pretty much in my life went against everything that everyone told me I should do that was valuable. And at this stage of the game, as I look back on it all and where what's happening, what's coming, and where people have been, I go, wow, I am really glad I did not choose the values that they said were most important. So be aware that you're living by your own values, who you really are, and not by other people's values, and not by trash that people are trying to pass off as treasure. And hey, if you want to know what your place in all of this is, if you'd like to know your Tibetan astrology, I have a big long list of people who are getting their astrology charts done, and I'm working through them. I'm spending all my days working through these things and taking clients, because I'm still taking clients for readings. So if you want a reading, you want to get your chart done, or you want to take a class with me, contact me 779-302-8009 or conjurehope@gmail.com. And that's the advice. I'll talk to you guys soon. You guys have a fantastic week.